Good morning. It is Monday, December 30th. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, we're discussing God's creation, but first, your local weather and this news. The mother of the Oxford High School shooter will be in court on January 8th for a hearing to determine if she should have a new trial and to be released on bond during her appeal. Jennifer Crumbley was sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison after a jury found her guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter after her son killed 4 students at Oxford High School in 2021. Michael Desi, who's representing Crumbley in her appeal, told Court TV that he believes they have a strong basis for an appeal, saying, quote, an individual doesn't have the duty to protect other people from the intentional criminal acts of others. Representative Sri Tanadar, a Democrat from Detroit, is calling on his colleagues to help him decriminalize sex work. He claimed that decriminalization and regulation would prevent trafficking and exploitation of minors. Currently, the only state to decriminalize prostitution in some form is Nevada. However, in Washtenaw County, prosecutor Eli Savitt pledged in 2021 to stop prosecuting consensual sex work. Attorney General Dana Nessel is punting when asked if she would arrest lawmakers who did not show up for parts of the lame duck session last week, which caused the State House to lose its quorum and be unable to vote on any measures. It comes after the AG claimed on Facebook that the decision to boycott the session by Detroit Democratic Representative Karen Whitsitt and all of Michigan's House Republicans was, quote, literally criminal, and that the lawmakers could be guilty of willful neglect of their duties. Michigan workers will see 2 minimum wage increases in early 2024. The first on January 1 raises non-tipped wages to $10.56 per hour and tipped wages to $4.01 per hour. On February 21st, wages will increase again with non-tipped workers earning $12.48 per hour and tipped workers receiving $5.99 per hour. This is part of a plan to phase out the lower tipped wage entirely by 2030, although its implementation remains uncertain. Restaurant industry groups are pushing lawmakers to maintain the tip credit, with the incoming Republican-led Michigan House prioritizing the issue for the next legislative session. At least 5 Michigan counties have partnered with the nonprofit Undo Medical Debt to erase millions of dollars in residents' medical debt. Wayne and Oakland counties alone have wiped out over $36 million in debt, benefiting tens of thousands of people, while Ingham, Kalamazoo, and Muskegon counties are running similar programs. Medical debt forgiveness can be helpful, but some researchers have suggested that Michigan follow other Midwest states, and some of those measures include payment plans, capping interest rates, and limiting aggressive collection practices. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. Your local weather's next. Now this.
Ever thought you'd make a bundle by trading in or selling your used vehicle only to find out it's worth a dinner for 2? Well, it's much more valuable to donate your vehicle to Ave Maria Radio. Thousands of Americans donate their vehicle each year. The donation to Ave Maria is easy, tax-deductible, and supports our efforts to evangelize. A year from now, will you remember that dinner or your gracious and selfless donation? Go to AveMariaRadio.net to find out more. That's AveMariaRadio.net.
We're looking at cloudy and breezy conditions today in the Motor City. Our high will be around 45. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with lows around 32. Tuesday, rain is likely with temperatures around 40. On New Year's Day, expect a wet morning with cloudy skies and highs around 37. Thursday will be mostly cloudy with highs around 31. We're looking at cloudy and breezy conditions today in the Saginaw Valley. Our high will be around 43. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with lows around 29. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with an afternoon chance of rain and snow. Our high will be 37. On New Year's Day, cloudy skies and highs around 35. Thursday will be mostly cloudy with highs around 29.
As
As Unbelief Rises, a new book from Sophia Institute Press called God's Grandeur, The Catholic Case for Intelligent Design, seeks to educate readers about God's creation. One of its contributors, Dr. Jay Richards, joined Teresa Tomeo on Catholic Connection.
Church has always taught that God reveals himself in two primary ways. God has these two books that reveal him. He has, of course, a special revelation of himself in Jesus Christ and in Scripture as preserved by the Church, but he also reveals himself as creator in the natural world around us. Psalm 19 tells us this. Paul in Romans 1, from the foundation of the world, God's invisible qualities and eternal power have been clearly seen from the things that have been made. So the world, if you're reading it properly, if you're interpreting it right, actually testifies to the existence of its creator. But for, most of the last 2 centuries, we've been told that that area of study where people study the natural world, that is natural science, somehow promotes or proves that materialism is true and that God doesn't exist.
One of the things I have a hard time understanding is, as a scientist or someone who studies the universe, whether you're an astronomer or a physicist or studies how things work, how you could not believe in some sort of an intelligent design because it is so detailed.
Yeah, and that is, I would say, both the natural and the correct response to it. That's overwhelmingly the human response throughout history. People, even that didn't have a developed theology, nevertheless, when you look at the world, just immediately think, okay, this is clearly the result of some purpose of design.
Catch Catholic Connection weekdays at 8 a.m. on Ave Maria Radio and anytime on demand with the Ave Maria Radio app. Quick programming note for you this morning. We will not have a new episode of Michigan Mornings tomorrow or on New Year's Day. Wednesday, New Year's Day, is the Solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God, and it is a holy day of obligation, so make sure to find a Mass time near you. You can download the Ave Maria Radio app as well and stay connected with us wherever you go and stream Ave Maria Radio programs on demand or live anytime, anywhere. The Ave Maria Radio app is available in your app store. I'm Matthew Handley. That's going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. Lord willing, I'll talk to you later this week. Until then, goodbye.